welcome back to my channel, Light Fragments Oracle. And if you are new here, I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and click the notification bell to all, because it really helps the algorithms on everyone's channels. But if you like being here with me, I am so glad you're here, and I love you being here with me. I have a couple of things that I want to talk to you about today while I put on makeup. And the first thing that I want to discuss with you is whenever I feature a product on my channel, there will be a link in the description box below. So underneath the video, there is a description. And it doesn't always give the whole description, but you'll see at the tail end of what is visual, the word more. Click on that, even if you're using your cell phone, and a drop-down menu will come. And all of the affiliate links, all of the links, the makeup that I use today, what I feel like talking about, like if I spotlight another channel, something like that, will be in the description. And the affiliate codes have a discount attached to them. So if you're interested in a product, go down there and don't forget to get your discount. I did that before I even had my channel. I would order products for myself on other people's channels, getting the discount. That's why we do it, so you guys can get the discount. So if there is something of interest to you, like the Botanical Republic Restore Youth Serum that I've been talking about and loving, go down and get your 20% off. I have an exciting new affiliate code coming, not in this video, something totally different that happens to be right up my alley. And if any of you have grandchildren, you may want to click on that future video coming down the pike. Okay, enough of that. The last video that I did was very hazy. And I thought, maybe it's my connection. Maybe it's my cell phone. I figured out what it is that causes the haziness. Now, it's true. My cell phone is outdated. So exciting news. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to the Verizon store. They've already set a cell phone aside for me. I'm going to pick up, finally, my new cell phone. So there will be new features on it. I mean, geez, there's been 4 phones that have been produced since the one I'm using right now. So I would like to thank all of you for bearing with me here on this technology journey. And I'm not going to stop there, because I do want to get a video camera. That way I can have my cell phone in my hand when I need to look things up. Right now, I've got to write everything down on paper because I can't stop, look up, come back. Doesn't work that way. So anyway, that's so exciting. I feel like I've been talking about it for months. Wait a minute. I have been talking about it for months. And I'm asking all of you for a favor. This is a very important favor to me. It doesn't require you to do anything but pray. I have a big decision to make. And I'm going to say by the end of 2023, but really I'd like it to be the end of October. And since this is the month of change, right? This is what we've been wanting through the whole summer, through all the Mercury retrogrades, through the month of September, which I don't know about you, but for me it was completely dense and miserable. But we barreled through, didn't we? We moved straight through because we have dreams. We all have dreams. We're dream weavers. Oh, dream weaver, I believe you can make it through the night. Dream weaver. I feel like I need to be singing more on my channel, but the energy has just been so dense. It's like, I'm coming up to the surface to grab air and then I go back down. But now I am on the clouds, okay? I'm on the clouds. How about you? So I'm asking for your prayers. All 20,000 plus of you, or 21,000. I don't remember how many. Does not matter. To offer up a prayer for me. I have a big decision to make by the end of October. That is my ultimate wish. But I'm giving time for the end of 2023, right down to December 31st into January 1st, 2024. That is the date that I am hoping it's before that, but I'm giving time and patience to work out. I'm not going to tell you what the decision is. You don't need to know it. You just need to pray for it. And I am sending you so many blessings for those of you that decide to offer up a prayer for me. I really, really appreciate it. So let's just say, change. It's time to let go. It is time to, let's just picture, okay? Let's picture our foreheads here. They're rectangular. They're rectangular. And we're going to picture our forehead as doors. Okay, so we've got the center right here, right through the third eye. And we're going to open up those doors. And we're going to just push out all that junk, all that stuff that's been lingering there, that's been bothering us. Stuff like, okay, the month of September, I'm going to talk about it. I looked at my age. I'm 64. I embrace my age every single day. But every now and then, the spiders creep in. And I'm thinking, I don't have a lot of time left. Why am I thinking that? It just creeps in. Oh, I've got X amount of time. I've got 10 years. I've got 5 years. No, I don't. I've got today. Yay. I've got today. You are going to have wisdom to give somebody else. And that is going to define you. Right? That is going to define you. Not what happened, but where you're going, where your vision is. You're mentally exhausted. Different scenario. Because you've been spending way too much time in your freaking head trying to figure out why. Why did I make this decision? Why is this happening to me? I can't stand my job. I need to leave my job. I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere. I can't. You have a mind. You can go places. You can shut down all those negative thoughts. Now, if you say no to them, You're still giving them credence. I'm going to tell you what I do. I blink. If a negative thought comes in to my mind and I am aware of it, because sometimes, let's face it, we're not always aware of it. Say a negative thought comes in. Oh, God, can't stand my job. I hate it. I want to move. I want to leave. I want to do it now. Blink. Blink. Take a deep breath. Release it. Then move the thought. If you say no, you're giving that thought credence. But if you blink, take a deep breath, release it. It works. It works. Takes practice, though. It takes practice. You may find yourself doing that a lot. But as newer thoughts come in, clearer thoughts come in, thoughts that I can't do anything about this right now, but I'm working on it. It's happening. That's my focus. That's where you need to be. Okay? So that's the message for today. Open up the doors. Do some feather dusting. Sweep out those spiders and cobwebs. Clean it all up. Close it. Feels better, doesn't it? So let's put on some makeup. Let me check my clock. Okay, I've got about 20 minutes before I've got to leave here. I don't know. I was looking at foundations last night, and I'm like, I haven't ordered anything new. I can use some of the foundations that I already have in my stash. And I picked out the Laura Geller foundation. I only use this, I think I might have only used this once or twice. I have the medium 230. That's another thing. My camera phone is having problems focusing. So bear with me. It's coming. And, you know, when I move in closer like this, it's better. But I want a phone that's going to adjust as I adjust. So let me give Laura a shake here. I will attach the video that I first did on this Laura Geller foundation. It's called the Double Take Liquid Foundation. Now, one of my very favorite foundations of Laura Geller's that I started using before I even had a channel is her Baked and Brighten foundation. And I learned how to use it and get a flawless finish with it. Maybe I will follow up on that. It's going backwards, but you know what? A lot of you maybe don't know about it, okay? So, let's see. Are we focusing? Wow, my eyes look red in here, but they don't look red here. Go figure. All right. So, let's see how many mils. This is a nice size bottle. 1 fluid ounce. I'm going to put my foundation on first, and then I'm going to do my eyeshadow, because if I don't have time to do the eyeshadow, I will forgo it and just do a quick eye look. The one thing about this foundation is it has a doe foot. Now, I have, you can see that when you take the doe foot out of the bottle, it doesn't make a mess. I like that. There is a makeup smell to it, but my experience is that it goes away. So I'm going to just put the foundation on my face. I'm going to be liberal with foundation today. That's the sort of day I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, I got a job to do. It usually takes me 3.5, 4 hours to do it. And I am just going to load on the makeup. I'm even going to put some of this under my eyes because I want to see how it wears. I'm going to cover up some of my spots. And I want to get to it before it dries. And I am going to use my Laura Geller foundation brush, that's my feather attached to it, to spread this foundation. I love this brush. I don't know if you can still get this as a set. I got the notification she was having a sale, and so I decided to get it. Take advantage of the sale. I love this. I love this brush. I have been using it a lot. I also love my Machillo brush. I use that frequently as well. But since I'm putting on the Laura Geller foundation, I thought it would be appropriate to use the brush that goes with it. And I'm really liking it. It's small. It's a small foundation brush. And you can really target with it, and I love that. If you want to be able to spread your foundation quickly and seamlessly, this is the brush to get. There's a code if you're interested down in the description with a discount. So you can take advantage of that if you wish. I'm just kind of brushing this in. I don't find that with the Laura Geller foundation that I need to use a beauty blender. I find that it goes on beautifully with the foundation brush. And I'm also putting on my makeup for you today, just like I would put it on a daily basis. I'm not getting super duper picky. And you know what? Let's try something, because I don't think I've done this yet. Let's try using a little bit of this foundation on my eyelids. And I'm going to use the brush to blend it in. I've got to tell you guys something. And this is about intuition. Yesterday was one of those days. And I don't know why. It might be because on Tuesday, I did 3 jobs. Right now, what's going on in our area is they have this event called the Artist's Walk. Well, it's really not a walk unless it's in a neighborhood. You have to get in your car. But artists from all over this area that have studios are presenting their work in their studios, where you can go, you can talk to the artist, you can purchase pieces if you'd like, and you can go from venue to venue or studio to studio and just meet with the artists and tour it. It's called the Artist Walk Tour. And I, every year, clean 2 of the studios. And so I have one to do today, and I had one on Tuesday, along with 2 other jobs. And I love actually the studio that I'm not really doing the studio today. I love the fact that this particular artist, is just like, come see my studio. It's a work in progress. You know, I don't expect art studios to be neat and clean and pristine. But the place that I cleaned the other day was a gallery. It was separate from the actual studio. So anyway, I'm cleaning the house that's attached to this studio today. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to know these artists, being an artist myself. All right, I use this on my eyelid and it's already dried down. So let's put on some eyeshadow, shall we? I think I'm going to use, I want to make sure I use the right one. I think I'm going to use the Caramel Apple Sigma Quad that I recently got. You know, this is redundant, I know, but you know, when you find something that you really like, sometimes you just want to keep using it. And I don't see anything wrong with doing that on a channel, especially when you're on a no-buy, okay? I mean, you know, I see all these content creators that have so much makeup. And I'm not saying this in derogatory to them, because that is why they started their channel. But what it does is it bothers my gut, okay? And so my gut is where my intuition is. It bothers it. It almost makes me feel like I'm having an upset stomach, and I don't. I feel like it's a waste. And I would like to see more content creators take what they have and think of something different to do with it. That's just my take on it. Okay, so I'm going to first put on this color right here as my base color in my crease, and then moving it down. So how is everybody today? I hope you're having an awesome day. Thank God this house is just around the corner from me, because if I had to drive, I wouldn't have been able to go. I wouldn't have been able to do this video, rather. I'd be able to go, but I wouldn't be able to do this video. And for some odd reason yesterday, I thought that the dump opened at 1, but it's open. It opened at 10 this morning. Now, I have the new schedule, but in the back of my mind, I'm still functioning on the old schedule. And you know what? They've changed it even since. They've changed this schedule that I have. I had to hush my dog. You guys all know how much I love animals. I have never been without an animal. Well, I take that back. I have. When I had an apartment, we were renting a house. But this makes me so sad to say that my husband and I are going to be taking a break from animals after these 2 dogs and our cat. We both get so much joy out of them, but we don't have the flexibility having pets. It's hard to find people to watch them. We don't want to put them in a kennel. We have a dog that has severe separation anxiety. And it's a lot. It's really a lot. I'm going to move into this glitter color. Actually, no, I'm going to use the Tarte apple color. And I'm going to put that on the outer edge of my eye and just kind of bring it in. I'm going to swirl a little bit on the outer edge. And then I'm just going to kind of feather it in. I'm not going to put it all the way. Sometimes I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts. My customers have been so used to seeing me with no makeup on or very little that sometimes I'm almost embarrassed to go to their house. And, you know, yes, me, the girl who talks about living your authentic self. Well, this is my authentic self. This is my creativity. And I cannot be responsible for how other people view me. If the people that I see do not want to wear makeup, that's their business. But I love to wear makeup. I love to feel good about myself. You know, I've had so many conversations with my husband about this. And, you know, this goes all the way back to the beginning when we first met, when he said to me, he took me out on a date and he said, I just got to say, you know how to put on makeup. Okay? I'm going back 28 years. He's like, you know how to wear makeup. You wear it very well. It's like, I know you're wearing it, but it's not like you're wearing so much of it that when I look at you, I'm wondering, what do you look like underneath? I mean, this is the truth. This is what he said to me. It was, he took me on a date when we first met to a restaurant. And he really hadn't seen me with makeup on because when we met, I wasn't wearing any makeup. Because he came to my house, I told you, on a plumbing call. And I looked like a total dish rag. Really, a wet dish rag. But I didn't care because of where I was in my life. I just didn't care. I didn't care how anybody saw me or viewed me. A lot of times I would go to the grocery store and I would avoid people because I didn't want anybody to stop and talk to me about my situation. So if you're doing that, do not feel bad about it. If you are not ready to talk to anybody, you don't need to talk to anybody. Nobody should be forcing you to do that. Okay, I'm going to take just a little bit of the gold and put it under my brow. And if people are going to get upset with you because you don't want to talk to anybody, and I'm talking about initially. I'm not talking about a year later or 2 years later. I mean, I avoided people that I knew for a long time. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. And that was because of the choices that I made. I just didn't want anybody to criticize my choices. And so I tried to stay away from people. Now I really don't care. But getting back to the makeup here, yeah. You know, if people have a hard time with the way I look, they don't have to look at me at all. I'm taking my finger and I'm going into the, I think this is candied apple. See what I mean? Green apple. Now, green apple is a shimmer, but it is kind of a darker shimmer. And I'm just putting that on the center because I feel like when I turn my head, you'll be able to see it. See what I mean? And I'm moving that out to the outer edge, not to the inner. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the buttery, I think is what this is called, with my pinky. And I'm going to put that just in the corner and drag it towards the green. I know you guys have seen me do this look before, but it's fall and I think of apples. I think of caramel apples. I think of red apples. This was not a great year for apples here in New Hampshire. We got so much rain, it affected the apple crops. Consequently, apples have gotten more expensive. Yeah, it's been a bleak year for apples, apple orchards. That, you know, this is their revenue, or maybe half of their revenue. So that's all I'm going to do there. And I don't think that I'm going to put on any eyeliner. So I'm going to do my eyebrows with you guys. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use powder for my eyebrows. I'm going to use this color right here. And I'm going to take my Sigma, I think it's called a pencil brush. I want to give you the right names because they're always having sale. I think today's the last day for one of their sales. Yeah, this is the pencil brush. All right, got it right. And I'm just going to darken up where my eyebrows are sparse. I'm not using a lot today on my eyebrows. I have bangs anyway, but I still do my eyebrows. This is a lighter color than my eyebrows, but I just want to kind of fill in what is sparse right there. Okay, I really like that. One other thing that I'm going to do before I put on my blush, I've got 5 more minutes, is I am going to take, let's see, I've got another Sigma. I'm going to take this Sigma fluffy brush, and I'm going to just kind of blend the edge of this. I'm going to try to blend it up. I kind of want to feather that a little bit. Make it softer. Kind of up. And, you know, to be quite honest, I'm here doing a video, but I would have left that on a regular day of just going out and about. All right, now what I want to do is I want to put on some bronzer. I'm going to use my, I keep going back to this. I'm going to get an LYS cream bronzer. I'm waiting though. I'm waiting. I'm on a no buy right now. Let me get my brush. I keep going back to this bronzer. For me, I love it. It's a cool bronzer. Go down into the description and I will put the color and all of that with it. See how it works? One swipe. And I'm talking affordable. I'm talking, Believe Beauty has some great products. I don't like their eyeliner pencils. I don't like them. I need like a gel. I need like a really like a strong color. And if I buy them and I get home and I'm disappointed, I won't go back to it because I really want it to glide on, like if I'm using it around my eyes. And I don't care for that. They have their foundation is gorgeous. Maybe I'll do another one of those. I have a lot of foundations that I can re-review in case you guys haven't seen them. And since it's going to be gorgeous weather today, I'm feeling a little summery still, even though it's fall. I'm going to do a little bit, just a little bit of blush. A little bit of blush. I'm going to use my Anita of Denmark Fantasia blush. And I'm going to use my foundation brush that I used with the Laura Geller. And I'm going to get a little bit of the color on here. It's difficult with a brush. This goes on better with a finger. So I'm just going to swirl, swirl, swirl. And now I'm just going to tap this just on my cheekbone. See, it's very faint. It doesn't work well with a brush. It works really good with your fingers. But I'm just going to kind of do that on my cheekbones, bring it up a little bit. Into the temple area. Maybe a little underneath my hairline. Get the rest of it off. And I'm going to curl my eyelashes, put on my mascara, and come back and put my lipstick on, and we'll call it a day. Okay, friends, this is the finished look. I didn't take my hair down because I want to spray my face. In the past, I told you that the Revolution High Key Tea Tree setting spray, and I don't know if they carry it anymore, but I got a sample of it. That I didn't like the sprayer. Well, I fixed the sprayer. I fixed it. I ran this under hot water. So, from the get-go, it didn't work right. But there must have been something, stuck in the sprayer. So I'm going to use this as a setting spray. Okay, ready? It does not leave a fine mist. It really produces a high volume spray. So, I gotta dry it. I'm a windshield wiper. I'm a windshield wiper, wiping all that rain away. And bringing you into the sun. I think that was so much, it actually made my eyelashes fall a little bit, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that at all. One iota. One iota. Speaking of using the English language, iota, I noticed in my videos that I don't say the all the time. I say the. the product, the brush. And sometimes I say the book, the cards. And I was going to Google that because I don't know if that's something that I learned or if that's okay to do. All right, let me put on my glasses. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And you know what? Let's end on a good note. Let's end, oh my gosh. I swear, these cards, well, I don't want to swear, but these cards, the energy is so strong in these cards. Every time I open them or go to use them, they just like fly out. So let me pick up these cards. Stay right there. Don't move. Okay, there was my benefit brow. It fell down on the ground. Oh my gosh. These three cards fell out. And you know what? When the last time I used this deck, they weren't in the box. So what I did was I put the other cards back in here, gave them a shuffle, and stuck them back in the box. And the three that fell out is meant for you all to hear today because I just looked at them. All right, the first card is I am filled with divine energy. Look at you. Look at you. Does this not go along with what I talked about in this video? Man, oh man, get out there and dance under the stars. And if you can't dance, sit. Raise your arms up and thank the universe, God. I'm going to say God for all of your blessings today, tonight. Look at this. 2 more people dancing. I am serving the highest good for all. I am serving the highest good for all. And here's another one. 2 more dancing on a mushroom. I am choosing to see all life as play. You know, it's really interesting, the last card, because life really does need to play out, okay? Now, you guys are going to be a witness. Taking these 3 cards, I'm sticking them in the middle. I'm going to shuffle the deck again. Oh, what's this card say? I am dancing my own dance. Amen to that. But think about it. Life does have to play out, you know. No matter where we are or where we are at right now in this life, it needs to play out. But we're not like tumbling tumbleweeds and leaves being thrown about. I mean, we can be. But we can set our intentions and our focus to receive the best possible outcome. And, of course, you know, there's divine timing, and there also is a time to live and a time to die. I often say there are 2 things we can be certain of on this planet: birth and death. So, In between is what counts. And that's where we are today. So be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are. Because there is nobody else on the planet like you. Know that you are loved. Know that you are special. Know that you are on a path. This journey was meant for you, and if you want to take it to another level, you chose it. But that's a topic for another time. Until the next video, love ya. Bye-bye.